Okay, let's go. As an HSP, you already have within you everything that you need to create the freedom and the life that you would love to live. Hi, it's Willow here, and I train HSPs to reveal their purpose and bring it into service. And I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing it with myself since I was about 25. That's when I got really serious about understanding my purpose and figuring out how I could monetize myself, which is what I really want to talk about today. So for the last 23 years, I have been working with this HSP here. And then for the last 7 years, I have been, be careful saying dates in videos, I should say since 2018, to the shooting of this video, that is 7 years. I have been facilitating HSPs to reveal their purpose and bring it into service. And the first thing I'd like to reassure you, which I hope you will find exciting, is that in every single case, myself included, of everyone that I facilitate, so this is hundreds of HSPs that I've taken through this process in that period, every single one reveals the foundations within them that they need to do very well in bringing their own purpose into service. Now, what I really would like to say is that you have everything you need to create your own business. But before I really go into using that term, what I don't want that to do is to put you off thinking, oh yeah, but like, you know, how do I create a business? I don't have any business experience. I tried to create a business before, it didn't work. If you have any concerns about the term business, if you have concerns about the term monetization, let me simplify things down for you to help you to understand that the two main criteria that you need to create the life that you would really love to live as an HSP, if you're looking for freedom, if you've had enough of working for people that you don't want to work for, if you're fed up with perhaps a business that you're not engaged with and you don't want to be in that business anymore, then this is absolutely for you. And if you're looking to shift that and create a lifestyle where you are your own boss and where you're creating your own income and you're living life on your terms, especially where you're able to pursue a calling and a cause that really matters to you in your heart. And that is pervasive throughout all the people that I've trained over the years, is that there is a cause in our hearts that we have as HSPs that really matters to us. And when we're not living in alignment with that, it actually makes life really miserable for us. It's difficult to be on someone else's agenda when you have something in your heart that you really care about. So what are these two foundations, these two key pieces that all HSPs have? In fact, all humans have these two pieces. But for HSPs, we actually have a tremendous advantage, and you'll see why it's an advantage as I explain these. So first of all, no matter what life path you have been living, nature has been challenging you in a very particular area of life. And that is actually an area of life that matters to you, it interests you. When we look back over our lives, we think, oh, but I've been challenged here, you know, this has been really hard, what's the point of that? Well, when we think of the term turning your mess into a message, this is exactly what I mean. So throughout your life, you have already been trained by life within a series of challenges that have actually given you a set of tools, a methodology, a way in which you can help others who are on that path. So in fact, nearly all of the HSPs that I have worked with all want to help other HSPs. So our ideal clients are versions of ourselves. And when you think about that, it makes sense because we are a little bit further along the path that other HSPs really want to find out about, exactly like it is watching this video for you. So I have been on an entrepreneurial path for many years. And I'm now at a point where I can start to share with you how you can do that. You have a version of this. So you already are an authority in a particular area of life that you've already been walking. And there are people out there that need to know how you got to where you are. And again, if you're thinking, yeah, but I can't think of anything along those lines. If you take the time and think about it, I promise you it's there. I promise you, it's not possible to get to where you are in life without having overcome a series of challenges to get here. And there are people out there who are trying to walk through those challenges right now. So that's the first piece. The second piece is that as an HSP, as a high sensory person, as a highly sensitive person, I know many of us don't like those terms, especially the sensitive term. This is an opportunity to start to reframe what it really means to be high sensory. It doesn't mean you're sensitive. It doesn't mean you have a condition. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It actually means you have an ability to be able to process the world around you at a deeper cognitive level. And that is happening in a very specific area of life for every single one of us. Once we understand how that's working and the area of life that is designed to serve in, then we can you can start to combine these two areas. The area of life that you already have traversed and gained experience in, and how your natural ability to process more deeply actually serves that area. This is it's a phenomenon that happens in us as high sensory people, which is why it's easier to figure out our purpose. Once you have these awareness of these foundations, you can link them together. And then you have something very, very powerful, because it means you can utilize that ability with your natural area of expertise that you've been walking in life to solve a problem for someone else. And that is, of course, as you know, the foundation to a business. This then gives you the opportunity to start to think, okay, so how can I now learn to practice that and figure out the problem that it solves, and how I can now actually create a solution for people around that. And there you are, there is your business. So no matter who you are, no matter what walk of life you're from, as an HSP, you have this opportunity, and that gives you the opportunity to monetize yourself. And we are living in a world that operates in an exchange of value, an exchange for value in return for money. There's nothing wrong with money. There's nothing wrong with making money yourself when you are doing something from your heart and you genuinely want to help someone else, and someone else genuinely wants to reward you for that service. That is just an exchange of love. And money is simply riding on that flow. And there's nothing wrong with you being successful and happy and having the freedom and living the life that you would like to live in alignment with your purpose and what really matters to you and the cause that's in your heart. You already have everything that's there. And we are now living in an age where we can get our message out to people much more easily. Doing this 20 years ago, when I first started doing this, it was really difficult to get the message out there. It was cold calls, it was leaflets, it was newspaper ads, it was the yellow pages. We now have the internet and we have social media, and we have a tremendous advantage when it comes to sharing the solution that we can solve for people. So there's much more to this, of course, but this is just an invitation to encourage you to start to explore these pieces. And the masterclass that is in the description below, that gives you the first foundation that you need. There are actually 4 key foundations that are part of what I have called the high sensory method, which is how we reveal our purpose. It's how we can implement our skills and abilities into whatever area of life that we're born to serve in. It's not about making one up or one that we like the look of. It's actually revealing the key foundations of who we really are. And that is how we can begin to build relationship with our high sensory gifts and abilities and learn how we can bring that into business. So the masterclass in the description gives you the first foundation. It's shifting the false identity that there's something wrong with us, that we're struggling, that we're here to be in woe and pain as a highly sensitive person because life's so overwhelming. That is not who you are. That is a misinterpretation of what this trait is. And this masterclass takes you through the reframe of that. And then in order for you to understand your real identity and the wonderful, gifted person that you are and the reason that you are high sensory, and then how you can then begin to utilize these 4 foundations to reveal your purpose and understand how you can then start to create the life that you really want to be living. It is not an easy process to bring our purpose into a business or to monetize it. I'm not going to give you any illusions that it's an easy path. It is not an easy path. But let me ask you this question. Would you rather be walking a path that is out of alignment and out of authenticity for you, or to start to live a life that is in alignment and is authentic for you, in order for you to be able to get to where you want to go? So both of those paths are difficult. It's very difficult to live out of alignment and to live a lie in our hearts. And it is also difficult to walk a path of alignment. But let me tell you, when you figure out the flow and you figure out who you are and you figure out the problem you're here to solve, that path becomes much easier. So I shall leave that for you to ponder. I look forward to seeing you next time. If you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments. Have a look at the masterclass. It's free. You can get a good sense of what's possible for you. Again, let me know in the comments if there's any other aspects of this that I'm talking about here that you'd like me to cover, and it would be my pleasure to do so. Thanks again for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.